Hello, everybody. It's March 6th, 2020. We got another Thick Skin on Sports show. We did not make it last week, but we're here this week. Pretty big show today. Please like or subscribe us. YouTube, Thick Skin on Sports, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that. This is Tony. It's my brother Anthony. I'm Steven. We're going to dig right into today. Buckeye basketball. Yesterday they played, who was it again?
23rd ranked Illinois.
Yeah, Illinois. Illinois was 12-6 going into that Big Ten play. They were pretty hot. They could have tied for four-team tie, right?
They won out.
Yes.
They went out. Yep.
They won what? Ohio State's won 9-11. They're top 20 in the teams in the nation.
21-9.
21-9. They got Michigan State though this Sunday, March 8th. I believe it's at 4:30. I'm not too sure, but
it's the CBS.
Right before we get into the championship week, let's dive right into the basketball thing. 9 out of 11. I'm still thinking a 5th seed, like I've been saying the whole time. What do you guys think? Do you guys still think the same picks that you did last time? I know you guys are saying, 10th seed or 10th?
Last night when they locked the 5th seed, there won't be no lower than 5.
Yeah, I don't think so. They actually have a chance for a 4 seed if they do really good in the Big Ten tournament, but 5 seed.
What if they lose to Michigan State? You don't think it matters?
No, because that's a road. That's on the road.
Yeah.
Yep.
I guess I can agree with that in some.
I would like to win just to have a better seeding in the Big Ten because what are we right now in the Big Ten? We're just number 6,
5.
And if we
we're tied. We're tied for 5th.
Yeah, but if we beat Michigan State, we'll get that 5 seed, right?
Right.
So we'll already have that first round bye, but we'll play in the second round versus a lower seed, right? In the Big Ten.
We already have a first round bye.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're right because it's top 6, right?
Yeah.
Top 6 of first round buys.
Well, I mean, I think for me, I see it a little differently. If we lose to Michigan State, it's a quad 1 loss, which isn't going to be terrible. But you also got to think, what if we lose in the first round or something in the Big Ten championship? We won't be a 5th seed anymore in the tournament.
I don't think they're going to really. The Big Ten tournament ain't going to matter.
No.
For Lawson.
It's too big.
Yeah, I think winning the last 3 games clinched at least a 5 seed. My opinion.
So you think automatic 5? What do you think?
5 or higher.
I've said 4 or 5 the whole time.
You got. I mean, you had it. You had the prediction on this one.
If they come in and they win the Big Ten tournament, I think we'll jump to a 3 seed. Just because if
they win the Big Ten
all
tournament?
the teams that they've played. Now that's the highest I think we can get.
Yeah, if they win the Big Ten tournament, yeah.
Yeah.
And then if they win at least one.
They said if you go in deep though and you make like championship or something, then a 4 seed is even.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But definitely a 5 probably. Now it could switch. I mean, it depends on if we win the Michigan State game, we might jump to a 4 seed. But, that's a quad 1 win at Michigan State, which is very hard to do.
And they're hot right now. Both teams are hot. These two hottest teams in the Big Ten. Yeah.
And 4 of the last 5 matches, they've all played ranked teams.
Yep.
So, and they've won 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
So, if but 4 in a row, and the only loss we have is Iowa.
Yeah.
I can't remember the Michigan State one, but they did.
This is the only time we play them this year. We're always playing one
always,
time a year. It's always last game.
It's always at Michigan State.
At the end of the year.
It always is.
At Michigan State.
But playing good.
But yeah, like I said, this definitely a 5th seed could jump as high as 3rd. You guys say 5th as well. I really want you to talk about this next one, Anthony, with the Blue Jackets, because I think this is an interesting. This can even be on our garbage segment, kind of in a way. But go ahead. You want to dive into the Blue Jackets thing real quick?
So they're comfortably in the number 1 wild card right now, and Carolina keeps losing, and the New York Islanders keep losing, but we also keep losing. But we keep going to overtime, which we gain a point. Yeah. So we are the number 1 in the NHL in overtime losses with 15.
Oh, it's terrible. Isn't it?
15 overtime losses, which that's 15 points because you get a point for just getting to overtime. Yeah. And we did it again. And then we're in Canada, right? So we got Edmonton. We just got out of Calgary. We got Edmonton tomorrow night. But the magic number is to get 3 points out of our Canada travel days. Yeah. But the way that they've been playing, like Corpy had one heck of a game the other night. Had a heck of a game, and it sucked that he lost the way he did because we had those 2 goals early. Yeah. But it's hard to be negative about the team because they have nobody. Torrance he's winning, he's getting points with a skeleton crew.
And that's what scares me because I don't think they're going to be ready to go even when they are healthy at the end of the year.
Well, Bjorkstrand just had his surgery and he's out for 8-10 weeks.
Cam Atkinson is on his way back. But how is he going to produce so late in the season, being hurt for so long?
Yeah.
Seth Jones, another one.
Keeps aggravating his...
When you didn't go get anybody at the deadline, you know...
You just got Shore.
Some nobody guy that I've never really heard of. Yeah, he scored his first goal the other night.
He's been looking good for us.
It's not going to. I mean, we're not going to make it past the first round.
It just
depends
on the team. Depends on the teams we get. It's a successful year just because no one had us even in the talks of being in the playoffs. But I hope we make the playoffs because it would just be icing on the cake for the year. But it's hard to put us in there because Carolina has 4 games on us in games played. Like we played more games than anybody in the Metropolitan Conference right now. So we just got to hope that those don't come back and bite us because right now we should be winning. We're not winning the easy games. We're losing the easy games, and then we're going to overtime on the hard games. But we're still getting points, and we're still sitting comfortably there at number 1 in the wild card.
What are you looking at on how many games are left overall?
I think there's 16 games left.
And Seth Jones could be back, by the beginning of the playoffs?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that right there, it's scary because you don't know if he's truly fully 100%. And if he is truly 100%, how well is he going to play?
He's the one we miss the most right now.
Yeah, I think that I agree with that. Cam Atkinson will be back. He's a big scorer, but he's always been a streaky scorer. 1 year he'll give you 40 goals, next year he'll give you 17. You just don't know what you're going to get with Cam Atkinson. But he can score. He's a streaky. But then when you add in Seth Jones at the end, we may be able to float past the first round, depending on who we would play.
It all comes down to coaching.
It's
all going to come down to coaching with Torts.
Yep.
That's what's all come down to and what he's done.
Yeah, overall, they're hanging in there consistently, losing in overtime.
Yep.
Let's just say that.
I mean, you hate it. I mean, what was there? 48 seconds left when Calgary scored the game tying goal there. I mean, and you already knew it. Like, oh well, we're not going to. I mean, we lose in overtime. That's what we do. We do not win in overtime.
I'll watch tomorrow. Let's just see another.
I think you guys just hope the Blue Jackets don't make the playoffs, man. You guys need to make. We need to not make the playoffs
This
so we
will
can
be our
get.
4th year in a row that.
I know, but we need to be in the lottery so we can keep improving the team. Because if you make the playoffs, you're not going to make it. You're not going to win.
We already
it.
have a really young staff.
But if you look at our team, like if everybody's healthy,
and we lost everybody,
but you're not going to be healthy.
Agency.
You're not going to be healthy because you cannot expect Seth Jones to come back. He ain't going to have no game. There's no chance of him coming back and having games to get ready for the playoffs.
Yeah. Well,
it's the same thing in NBA. Like you don't want to be an AC. You rather just make that lottery, get a good pick, and keep proving.
Well, that's fine. But we still have a very good young core talent, like I said.
Right, for next year.
Free agents.
Now next year you got. I mean, next year you get everybody.
Team in the NHL.
Exactly.
Yeah. And we
just
also
keep
have a very
adding
good
to it.
payroll a lot of times too. We're not afraid to spending. That's why I didn't understand why we didn't spend.
I didn't get that either.
Who is the best team in hockey? I don't know.
Is it Boston?
So you got
Boston?
the Bruins and the Capitals.
Capitals lost the heartbreaker the other night.
They lost 6-5
Yeah,
to
the
the
guy
Rangers.
scored 5 goals. Too.
5 goals, 6-5, but we need the Capitals to beat them because the Rangers are right there behind us too. Like they've won like 9 out of 11 games or something.
But we'll wait and see. We got 16 games left. Like he said, there's a couple teams behind us that are
all road games though too.
A few games behind us as far as catching up with the games. But we'll see. With that young core, and hopefully we could keep it consistent and at least win a couple games so we could solidify our second spot. But this is Thick Skin on Sports. I'm Steven. Please like or subscribe, question, comment for us. We're going to dig into the NFL Combine now for Ohio State matters. I don't know. I'd like to get your guys' take on this whole Chase Young thing where he didn't really want to run the 40. And what do you think about that? Him not wanting, him coming out
just
there
not
and saying
doing any of the combine.
I don't have any.
Well,
problem.
no, he's not doing any, but mainly the 40 because everybody was.
Well, he's doing a 40 at the Ohio State Combine.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
He's doing pro day.
I was told that he was not going to do the pro day.
Yeah.
But then again, things change. But he will not be doing the 40 at the NFL Combine. I don't personally think it's a problem. I'm not just being biased because I'm a Ohio State fan. I'm just saying things are changing.
Yes.
The way people, you don't have to focus all on. He already knows how good he is. He already knows his top 2 picks.
I totally agree. There's no reason for him to run it. Look what happened to Kuda at the Combine. He could have hurt his back bad. He lucked out
because he's the top prospect cornerback wise. He's probably top 5 pick. Now, it's kind of surprising to think that because when Denzel Ward went fourth, he had a pretty crappy year last year. He's hurt a little bit, but his rookie season was great.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you want to take that kind of risk factor.
Well, you have to ask yourself, so you already showed yourself on the field.
Yeah. Right.
All year, you already showed yourself. Do you want to show yourself even more? Or do you want to take the risk of getting injury? But the NFL Combine is for an Alex Mack, Benjamin Victor, for the kind of middle-class players that need to showcase.
J.K.
But J.K.
He was hurt.
Yeah, he was hurt, so he wasn't.
Well,
he's on the pro day.
But we can talk about it because J.K. is one of those guys where, he could be a top running prospect, but we don't grab running backs as much as we used to.
No, he'd be a 2-round. He's going to go second round.
Yeah. Now, he's late first rounder, early second is what they're saying. But he's one of those types of guys I think he would have to run the 40 just to get maybe his name up there in the first round.
Who'd you name?
J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah.
So, that's another guy. I know he got hurt, or he was hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
Okudah got hurt during the thing.
Yeah.
So, really, I don't blame Chase Young for not taking
not probably
the
top two.
Combine. Dude, it's overrated.
I don't even think Joe Burrow's taken in.
He didn't
a lot of them.
He just did measurements.
Yeah,
So all he did was
look,
measurements.
the 40-yard dash is for your skill people to try to get the highest.
Yeah.
It's not. You can run a 4.2, and that doesn't mean you're going to do that in the NFL. Look at
Ross.
John Ross.
John Ross
He hasn't done nothing in the NFL.
Breaks the record.
It's more about Chase Young. What you get is what you see on game day.
Yeah. I agree. You shouldn't reflect.
What do you need to go there? Right.
Because what if you get hurt? Is another thing. You lose millions. Look at Kuda. That could have been really dangerous.
Yeah.
He could have been a $25 million guarantee. Went down in the second, third round because he got hurt. You just never know.
It's like I'm watching these O linemen run, and they're making a big deal because an offensive lineman can run a 5', 40. What does that got to do with
4'9",
just blocking? I care about, can he move his feet side to side? Can he block?
And the
I
guys
can tell
that they
us
were
how fast
talking
he
about
is.
that was breaking his record, I've never heard of them in the first place.
Exactly.
So it's just like what you said when it goes.
Watch your game tape. How do you do on game tape?
When I ran my 40 in high school, we ran a lot.
I'd be more concerned about Young because when he went up against better offensive linemen, he didn't really produce.
No, he did not.
Who's that again?
Young.
When
he went against Wisconsin D line, when he went up against when he went up against Wisconsin's O line and Clemson O line, he really didn't get any sacks.
No, other than just he's always a monster at the
He's
Penn
a monster.
State games. They're saying that they could be better than the Bosa brothers.
I don't. There's no way. To me,
I
no
think
one's
there's a good shot.
Dude, Nick Bosa is going to end up being probably the best.
The end of the year.
He slowed down.
Yeah, scary. It was scary, not good.
That's also he's also coming off the suspension, so deep down, maybe he wasn't trying to. Maybe he kind of peeled it back a little bit because after he got suspended, he saw where he's going to be drafted at. Because they're talking about, he's going to be number one pick. He can be the best prospect. I think maybe he's like, you know what? I don't want to quit on a team like Nick Bosa did.
That's what I was about to say.
But I'm going to go back there, and I'm going to be on the field, but I'm not going to go. Because it seems like, to me, he kind of picked his shoes and his spots.
Yeah.
Before, he was getting on there every time.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he just lost his mojo, or he kind of, dialed back a little bit.
But what do you think of him? He was there. He was at the combine, and he sat there with his little book bag on.
Oh, he did his interviews. You have to go do your interviews.
Yeah, and he watched every single person do their combine. And I'm just we watched a little bit of it last Saturday, and every 5-10 minutes, there's Chase Young. Hey, there's Chase Young.
Yeah,
he's not. I'm just like.
Well, Joe Burrow didn't do anything. A lot of people.
No, that's what I was saying as well. Joe Burrow. Now everybody thinks that. We'll get into this later.
I just think they were trying to get ratings, and they were just like, well, we got to look for the big names, put on the screen.
But you look at CeeDee Lamb, you look at Jonathan Peoples-Jones from Michigan. CeeDee Lamb had a great catch. You saw that. It was right there on the sidelines. He had a great catch, I think. But if you look at their 40 and their times and anything else, they were not spectacular. But those are going to be two good wide receivers in the NFL. I mean, you can't deny CeeDee Lamb's going to be a beast.
Yeah, I think he'll be all right. CeeDee Lamb was one of the better ones. There's also some of our guys coming out that it could be early third round draft picks.
I mean, Ben Victor did 4.65, and then Alex Mack did a 4.6, and you look at that
but they're not speed guys.
They're not. They're possession. They're your third down and third and 8, third and 9. Wide receivers.
But Victor's showed speed. And he
showed NFL speed.
He had a lot of yards last year.
KJ Hill's the same way.
I think KJ is going to be the best one out of all of them.
Think so?
And I think Benjamin Victor is going to be a sleeper good one because he'll show up in big games. I think he's 6'4". You don't need him to run explosive routes. He's 6'4".
I think Alex Mack.
He's got pretty decent hands.
I think people sleep on Alex Mack.
I think
Alex
people sleep
Mack's
on
very
Mack.
underrated.
He reminds me of Michael Thomas.
He was underrated in college too, but I think KJ Hill just has the better. He reminds me of Terry McLaurin last year.
Yeah.
He just showed up. I think KJ Hill, depending on the team that he gets to, he'll make an explosive rookie season. And I think
who just came out?
Is gonna be good.
Darius Slay said Terry McLaurin's the hardest person. He's the hardest person to stick in the NFL this year.
He's quick. He's quick on his feet.
He's a good dude.
What do you have? 900 yards receiving, something like that.
Yeah.
Or he was close. It was up there.
He's good.
And his first few games, he had 3 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns. So.
Yeah. But back to
guy's a beast.
So with the combine. So did you guys hear what came out with the Redskins?
No.
About
Tua.
They're talking about taking Tua in their first pick, and see you later to Dwayne Haskins.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're saying now.
Mm-hmm. That's what they were talking about in the past couple of days.
I mean, it's happened before, So
anything's possible.
I don't think Haskins played terrible last year. Yeah. Now, was he a rookie? Yes, he didn't have the O-line because
Trent
Williams
nobody
was gone.
but Terry McLaurin.
But the thing is he still made too many mistakes.
Well, he made mistakes off the field. He made a lot of mistakes off the field, which Redskins were looking at as being unprofessional.
I don't think it's going to happen.
I think it will.
You think?
I believe.
You think Tua's going to go to Washington?
Well, I think it's absolutely possible to happen because we've seen his stuff before in the past, where they do 1 year. Look at Josh Rosen. Kyler Murray is a way better fit.
Haskins is
probably. And Rosen's showed himself as doing nothing.
He's going to be a bust, man.
But Haskins has a book coming out on how he spent his first $1 million.
Haskins
why would you do that?
Played only 1 season.
Yeah.
Just like Cardell Jones, 12 gauge. And we have all seen where 12
he played,
Cardell
he played 2, but
okay. But he didn't play a full season other than his senior season. He
With
only
JT,
played part of it, you know what I mean? And plus he went back and forth with who's it?
JT?
JT Barrett. I'm sorry. But Haskins played 1 full year. Did he break records? Yeah. But I mean, you're playing for Ohio State, guys. I mean, we're a top elite program every year, in and out, and to go just rush out there, like you say, spending millions supposedly. On
how
what?
he spent. He's like, his book's called "How I Spent My First $1 Million." That's what's coming out.
Well, I mean, that's kind of.
And then on a kneel down, he's taking pictures and selfies with.
Yes, I remember that. And he thought it was a joke.
Fans, yeah.
And
that's crazy.
I thought it was terrible. I mean, you play until it's no longer to play.
Yeah.
And when you're doing
that
selfies
stuff can wait till after the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. And he's an Ohio State player, but that don't mean anything. He still does the wrong things. He needs to learn.
Well, he's soon to be an XFL player. He's soon to be with 12 gauge.
Guess what, Dwayne?
I don't know. He's still highly regarded.
No, I mean I would take him. Like I would take him as a backup quarterback right now for the Cincinnati Bengals.
But he don't want to play as a backup.
Why backup? He's going to be a good starter, guys.
Well,
I mean,
put him on the Patriots. What if you put him on the Patriots?
He's going to be amazing. If you look at his stats when he played Washington, he did pretty damn good.
Yeah.
He's on that team.
You think that could fit
and I agree with you on that.
And he's with the coach that didn't believe in him.
Like, do they think Tua's really going to go in there and do crazy? I mean, I don't get that. Like,
I don't know.
I don't get it.
You could see Haskins though play for Patriots.
They were talking about Haskins being traded to the Bengals for the first pick.
Yeah.
And then the Bengals and Washington just swap.
I don't know
swap
about
possessions.
That. That's probably bad.
I saw that.
No knock on Haskins.
It kind of didn't make no sense, but it was basically saying the Bengals would take Haskins and then take Young.
Can you imagine that Ohio State players, either Joe Burrow, then you trade for Dwayne Haskins, then you go get Chase Young, and you already have Sam Hubbard.
No, we want to draft Joe Burrow. That's the whole thing.
We would get Chase Young, and then Haskins would be our future.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Then you already have Brian Price. You have Michael Jordan.
Billy Price, yeah.
You guys might as well be the whole Ohio State football team.
Well, that's the Saints. That's the Saints, too. They have the whole defense. The whole entire secondary is Ohio State players.
But I can see maybe, New England coming up and getting Haskins.
That's the first thing that popped in my head because everybody's... And we got your segment coming up here in just a few seconds. But, that whole Patriots thing, it's crazy right now. And that first thing that popped in my head is you could see a Haskins go. I mean, some things, Patriots they could do whatever they want pretty much.
Yeah.
They got the funds, they got the trade.
Because they got the brains.
Yeah, they only get 1 pick out of the first 80 picks, right? So maybe they do something with that. I don't know. But this is Thick Skin on Sports. Staying in the football for a lot today. Anthony, you got your infamous garbage segment will start off. So
we're going to get in the garbage segment. In this segment, so in the past week to week and a half, every 10, 15 minutes, if you're listening to sports radio, if you're turning on ESPN, if you're turning on Fox Sports, all you hear about is the Tom Brady situation and what's going on with his free agency. Now, what makes it garbage for me, like, some people look at it as interesting and like, what's this guy going to do? He's been with the Patriots his whole entire career. But what makes it garbage for me is two different things. One thing is this is legacy, and the other thing is this is a 43, soon to be 43-year-old man who is arguably one of the most decorated NFL quarterbacks in the history of the NFL. And we are treating him like he's LeBron James when he left Cleveland.
Yeah.
It's crazy the amount of I mean, I know there's not much to talk about right now in sports, but I mean, you got March Madness, you have all these other things coming up, but all we hear about is the Tom Brady situation.
Well, until it's March 16th, the deadline or whatever.
Yes, March 16th is the NFL deadline.
You're going to hear that because everybody wants to know: is it going to be the Chargers? Is it going to be the Raiders? Is it going to be this? Is it going to be that?
But if okay, before we bring up Baker Mayfield, if you are if you are in charge of the Cleveland Browns, and 43-year-old Tom Brady comes knocking on your door, do you take him?
No.
No.
I just don't. The reason why is you're going to be paying $20-some million.
Yeah, he's wanting to be the top.
I don't want to rack the cap space off in that.
No.
Plus,
he wants to be the top
money.
paid quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, and plus, Baker, in my eyes, is a top. He could be a top tier quarterback.
Baker's not.
You have to start it, so I'm going to finish it. But he could be, and I don't think that would really help Baker at all. Plus, it wouldn't help our cap space out at all because we got to sign these other players with, Myles Garrett and Nick Chubb and all of them. And, we already got rid of Schobert, which we'll dabble into that more. But no, I think that would be, is it annoying to hear this every day in and out? It's more than LeBron was. Yes.
So, and you look at Cleveland, though. You have an established wide receiver core.
Mm-hmm.
You have an established wide receiver core. Yeah. And you put an established Super Bowl winning quarterback in Tom Brady in that situation. Mm-hmm. And, he'd probably be okay.
Yeah, but then you still got your O-line problems, and you just spent $30 million in cap space.
No, I'm just saying hypothetical. Because look, we know who's on the list: the Titans, the Niners, the Chargers.
Pretty much everybody.
Colts has been thrown in there.
I'm sure the Saints are on there if Drew Brees goes. You know what I mean?
Cowboys are on there.
Yeah, Cowboys on there because they're talking about not signing Dak now.
That's an interesting.
Thing. But this guy. I mean, not much quarterbacks get past 40. And he's turning 43. And yes, he is probably in mint condition for him being 43 years old. But what made him so successful was the defense, was Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick made Tom Brady successful because he is the king of 3-yard dumps. Am I not? Am I wrong? Mm-hmm. He is not your quarterback that you put back in shotgun and you're throwing 25 yards deep. Everything. He's not like freaking what's his face?
And he didn't play the greatest last year.
No, he hasn't had good. He hasn't past 3 years. He hasn't been that good.
And I'm afraid if he goes on another team that's definitely not as good as New England, it's going to show something, and then he's probably going to realize, I made a big mistake by leaving for 1 or 2 years.
But what do you think of his? I mean, so with the first thing, age. He's deteriorating. He's getting old, so it's a garbage situation. Now, his legacy. Yeah. He has spent his whole career in New England. What happens to his legacy? What do you think, Tony?
Nothing.
No?
Nothing. Nothing. Be the same.
I just think I think he's still going to be regarded as one of the GOATs with Peyton Manning and Joe Montana.
They all leave.
Yeah. But I think, like I just said, if he has a lackluster couple years with a crappy team, I think it could get hit quite a bit. His legacy, not as far as being the greatest of all time during the Super Bowl winning teams and stuff like that. But if you go to, say, the Oakland Raiders or Las Vegas Raiders, and or even the Chargers, okay, the Chargers isn't always the greatest, inconsistent wise. That's why Phillip Rivers is leaving. I think it could hit his legacy a little bit. For one, for not staying with your team that you won 6 Super Bowls with and the best dynasties in the century. And for two, for choosing another team that's turns out to be 6 and 10 teams 2 years in a row, unless they go to 17 games, I don't know. Then it could hit a little bit. But as far as being GOAT, no. I think
but Brady's got something special. When you say Brady, what's the name?
He's a leader.
But what's the name that's next to Brady when you see it?
Greatest of all time.
Belichick.
Oh,
Brady,
yeah,
Belichick. Brady, Belichick. Everything they've done has been together.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it kills that legacy. Granted, yes, he is going to be a GOAT. He's got the numbers, he's got the stats to do it. But when you look at all these, like, most wins between a quarterback and a coach, Brady, Belichick. When you look at most Super Bowls between coach and quarterback, Brady, Belichick. And, I mean, and now they're talking that if Brady does go, did you see who they're going to pick up?
Well, he has to be restated first. Antonio Brown. But
No, I'm talking about who they're talking about replacing Brady with.
I have
Haskins?
Andy Dalton.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
that's-
Yeah.
Andy Dalton
Look,
from
I'm gonna sum it
our
up for you
Cincinnati
guys.
Bengals.
Tom Brady's going to do what Peyton Manning did. He's going to go to a new team. They're going to win a couple Super Bowls. I guarantee it right now. Whoever he goes to, they're going to be good, man.
Well, Brady's going to make sure that he's on.
It's going to make his legacy even more because he's going to go and do it for another team. He doesn't need Belichick. Belichick didn't do anything. They won all those Super Bowls because of Tom Brady. Let's just be honest.
Well, I disagree with that.
I disagree 120%.
I mean,
120%.
Look at the last 3 Super Bowls. His defense gave up over 30 points.
The first year, Drew Bledsoe was leading that pack all the way through the playoffs.
Yeah, but
they should have lost that game versus Oakland. So
yeah, Tom Brady
let
him down to the last. I'm just saying, you guys are totally wrong. He's gonna his legacy's gonna grow because he's gonna in another team. He's probably gonna. I think he should go to Minnesota Vikings. He can go to Minnesota Vikings and win a Super Bowl the next 2 years.
I haven't heard anything about that.
Yeah, I was just reading it because he likes Mike Zimmer.
I think he retires after next year.
No,
I think he goes. He sucks. Reality's going to hit him. And if he goes to like an established team like the Vikings, yeah,
he's
got
go.
Stephon Diggs. He's got an established running game. Because what has Patriots not had?
Running game.
They haven't had a running game. That's how bad he sucked, and he sucked for 3 years.
You got Thielen, you got Adam.
You know he's going to go to a team, and the thing is, you're not even thinking about it. Those teams that get Tom Brady. What do you think they're going to do? They're going to go out and get.
Yeah, they're going to spend money.
That's what we were. He's going to make sure he has some kind of foundation.
But that's what's crazy about the whole situation. You have all these free agents out there, and all these deals can be being made right now until the 16th deadline.
Yeah.
But all these other teams, like if Titans know, hey, Brady's going to sign with you on March 16th. What do you think Vrabel's doing? He's finding those elite wide receivers to get. He doesn't need a running back. He's got the running back. Yeah. He's finding those elite wide receivers.
The problem is not.
But he's holding.
There's not a lot of elite receivers to get.
No.
That's why.
No, and they're talking about Odell still.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why they were talking about.
Odell's going to be on the market.
It's not going to happen though.
That's why they were saying Minnesota. Can you imagine him throwing to those receivers?
Yeah, Adam Thielen, Stephon Diggs.
Or going to Chargers.
Just having having that offensive line with the running game is
right.
Anybody. Because let me look. Who's there? Freaking Cousins. Cousins is terrible, but he looked good.
That's
at
the
Minnesota.
problem. That's the whole issue. Is his contract's fully guaranteed. I don't know how they're going to fit that in there.
They're not.
You're not going to do that.
Because he wants $26 million.
You're going to have a team that's going to buy him outright.
He can easily go to a team and turn it around.
Does he go to the Patriots then?
So, that's the thing is the Patriots are not willing to go out and spend money to improve the team.
No.
So they want to go out and get Andy Dalton for a bridge quarterback.
But think of the two teams. So Niners are off the market as of this morning.
If he goes in.
I don't know how that even developed.
So Niners, so that's off the market because it was going to be a trade Garoppolo for Brady. It was going to be back and forth. That is now. I was watching Get Up this morning. They said that's off the table.
Well, it's off the table today. Though.
Yeah, Niners are off the table.
We'll see what happens when.
But it's Titans and Chargers. Put him on the Titans team right now. How does he do?
It just doesn't.
He has no wide receivers.
It doesn't even sound right. The Titans. It's
his relationship with Vrabel.
I know, but
no. You got Derrick Henry, got arguably the best running back, better than Chubb in the NFL.
Whoa.
Wait
a second.
Wait a minute. I don't know.
Chubb's more versatile than he.
Wait a minute. Henry had 5 good games,
and he had 5 more yards than Chubb.
He carried them into the AFC Championship
let's
game.
Just hold off on that. I seen Henry can be. I've also watched him star out and have a terrible season. So, I think the team you should just go to is the Chargers. Why not?
I mean, it seems reasonable.
Melvin Gordon's gone.
Well, they can re-sign him.
Yep, but
he's not your top tier running back.
No, but they
want Eckler. Eckler's going to be the number 1.
Yeah.
You got Keenan Allen.
Yeah.
Mike Williams.
Yep, Mike Williams.
Son of Henry.
You got some good players in the Chargers.
And they can get some cap room. They can go out and get some guys.
And getting some defense.
Yeah, and to get Derwin James back.
Yeah.
Darwin James, yeah. We'll
I don't know,
see.
man.
I mean,
I just
honestly, it's so up in the air with this.
Just the two teams. I mean, me seeing those two teams.
I just don't know how you guys can.
I see
I can see a
500,
Peyton Manning.
and he's like, screw this.
It just depends.
Yeah.
It just
I can see a
depends.
Peyton Manning situation.
Well, I mean,
Remember, Peyton Manning was supposed to be on his deathbed.
Yeah.
He
with
can't.
his neck and everything.
Tom Brady is still healthy.
I'm not saying.
Plus,
like I said, you just got to have that
warmer
foundation
weather.
that's built already.
His body will be not breaking down as bad.
See, I think the Chargers are leading the pack. Anyway.
Or you
I've
mean-
always thought.
Look, or Belichick could come out and say, "Hey, you know what? We're going to go out and get you guys help," and he stays in New England.
Yeah.
It's
I
plain
mean,
and simple.
You heard about their phone call on Tuesday?
Yeah,
how
it
it didn't
didn't
go
go too
well.
It could be interesting though to see about the Raiders though, because Gruden loves Brady.
Yeah, I just don't know. Brady wants to go in that. That's just.
I mean, it's a
Yeah.
brand new stadium.
That'd be
Yeah.
a rough environment to go.
Yeah,
trade
but
into
you got to
the
remember
Raiders.
this. He said he wants to bring in Antonio Brown.
Yep.
Raiders won't bring Antonio Brown back.
No, not again. That's not going to happen. They've already went through that.
Yeah, you got to think
turmoil.
it's a 2-for-1 deal right now.
But
he's
that's
still
what I'm
battling.
saying.
Contract
That's what I'm
with Antonio
saying.
Brown, yeah.
He's still
Titans,
battling them for this $30
You get
million
Titans,
guarantee.
you get Antonio Brown, and then you have Corey Davis,
And you know the
have-
Titans have the cap space because they ain't
Yeah.
got nobody on their team.
Well, because they're all young. They
They're all
drafted
good.
good.
Yep.
Would you let Derrick Henry go in free agency and
No.
go out and sign a better running back?
No, you
Maybe sign a running back like Melvin Gordon. You can catch the ball and stuff.
Yeah.
Good
Man.
second tier running back.
I mean,
like it
what do
reminds
we-
me of like a Kareem
I mean,
Hunt. Honestly,
look at Brady's running backs. He's done best with who? Danny Woodhead, Deion Lewis. They're not, and James
LeGarrette
White.
Blunt.
They're not, but they're more pass catchers
Yeah.
that can run off the pass.
Yep. It's because those check
We never
downs.
seen Derrick.
He's-
We never
he's-
seen Derrick Henry catch. Maybe he can catch.
Yeah,
He has 2 long screens for touchdowns this year.
True.
He had
I'm just
2
saying, man.
Chad beat me. I think he had.
I just
someone beat me.
Look,
who
I
had
just have a weird
Henry.
feeling that Brady's going to go to a new team. They're going to be back in the Super Bowl. I just have this weird feeling, man.
I don't know. We'll wait
Or
and
he's
see.
going to be battling the Chiefs to get to the Super Bowl.
Well, that's a good garbage segment, as
Always
we do
is.
every week. But this is Thick Skin on Sports. It's Anthony with his segment. Tony, Steven, Friday, March 6th. Please like, subscribe, question, comment. Staying into football, a couple more segments is Joe Burrow, I guess, met with Cincinnati this week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly, now this is kind of news to me. I don't follow Cincinnati that much, but Joe Burrow supposedly was a meeting with Cincinnati saying that they should franchise tag AJ
Yes.
Green, and supposedly
That's the rumors.
they are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tagging him. Now, from the whole stories I got last year, was they're getting rid of Dalton and AJ Green, and now both of them are there
Yeah.
still. So, didn't they franchise tag Dalton?
No,
Dalton's
he-
gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
he's either going to be traded or cut.
There's no cap space for him.
Yeah, you
There's
can't.
nothing
So-
for him.
They're
He's-
trying to
he's
get a draft pick.
$18 million.
In
this year
my
he gets paid.
eyes,
You,
the way things happen, I remember when Manning, not Peyton, but Eli, and Phillip Rivers got in the thing.
mm,
Now, I could see, just like Chase Young's kind of changing directions and the way football and stuff is, I could see Joe Burrow having a huge impact on, because Burrow don't want to walk in blindsided with no receiver. Now, you do have a good receiving core,
Yeah.
but with A.J. Green, it's pretty elite, okay, with Boyd
It is.
and Eifert and A.J. Green. Now, I don't know if you're going to keep Eifert or not.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
well,
don't know. It
Oh, no, he
depends.
signed that 1 year.
He's kind of
deal.
injury prone.
I don't know.
But if he stays healthy, you
There's a
guys
lot
can
of-
have a
I
person
like to
with
see-
Ross. You know, he got a good. Now, I
Go get Jimmy Graham.
How about we go get Austin Hooper?
how much leeway do you think? How much leeway do you think Joe Burrow has though in this situation? I think it's quite a bit, and I think that's probably true.
Well, I think it's a lot because I'm hearing rumors that they're going to go out and actually they're going to actually have a better. They're looking to make better free agent moves.
Supposedly March 16th is supposed to be a big day for Cincinnati.
it needs to be because,
First day, baby.
because last year,
Listen,
last year they didn't even do that.
if they don't,
They
I'm going
never
to say
do.
this right
They
now.
never splash.
I'm giving them 2 days. The first 2 days of free agency. After those 2 days, and they don't have one free agent signed, I am not rooting for them anymore. That's it. I'm calling it right now.
What
You
day
hear
is
me?
March 16th? We got to figure that.
Monday
out.
and Tuesday,
Monday.
16th.
Let me tell you this right now. I'm saying it. If they don't get a first 2 day free agent, I am done rooting for them.
Just
I'm
even
done.
like just a big name, even a big offensive tackle, an offensive lineman.
What about
something.
a punter? What about a huge
No,
punter? What about
Steve.
Adam Vinatieri if he get a kicker?
Because they need a top 50 free agent. Top 50 free agents usually go the first 2 days. If they end up getting another Bobby Hart or
Yeah.
Kevin Minter free agent on day 5 free agency,
solid pick.
that's not what Joe's Burrow.
Well, they're releasing Cordy Glenn, so with Cordy Glenn going off, you have to get
That's
somebody.
$9 million going
Yeah.
off the cap.
Yeah,
Plus
you have
Andy
to.
Dalton's $18 million. If they don't get a first day free agent or a second day free agent, I'm gonna probably faint.
But you look at the leverage. Though,
I am.
Joe, we talked about this before.
He's
we talked
came out
about
and said he wants them to go out and get free agency.
Well, if that's true, then
And if they don't, then he can come out and say, I don't want to be drafted by you guys. Because free agency usually is done by the draft.
Yep.
But we all know. That's what I can't stand. People picking where they want.
I saw Chris Smith went in the Bengals visit yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't sign Chris Smith.
But this makes Cincinnati fans excited because we're never excited for free agency because we don't ever make a splash in free agency. But I'm cool. I'm cool with the leverage. I'm cool. Like we talked about this before about Joe Burrow having leverage. Like, hey, I need some offensive linemen. I need some weapons. Granted, you kept your best weapon that you had on the team, who was injured all last year, so we don't know how good he still is. But it's AJ Green. AJ Green's gonna come back fire.
Buying that jersey if they don't. Yeah. If they don't spend free agent in the first 2 days, I'm buying that jersey right there.
But the leverage, he has to have the leverage. I 120% agree with.
Yeah,
the
he's the one
leverage.
that told him he wants AJ Green to stay.
Yeah,
He's
probably said get rid of Cordy Glenn.
I don't
getting hurt.
Look. Do I think it's time for AJ Green to go? I do. But if Joe Burrow wants AJ Green, keep him. I just don't know.
Get something for him. We wasted that with the trade deadline. But we wasted get something for AJ Green.
Yeah.
Because was he 30, 31?
Yeah, I don't know. He's coming off 2 seasons where he hasn't played more than 10 games.
But look at this. So say Bengals are right there in the mix for playoffs, maybe like wild card or something like that. You get to the trade deadline. Do you put AJ Green on that trade deadline? No. Knowing we've only franchised them for this 1 year.
How much is he making this year? 18.
It's $18.6 million.
Not if him and Joe Burrow have a good connection because he's just going to stay.
Yeah.
I think if Joe Burrow really wanted him to stay, which I think
we'll have to wait and see.
I think the Bengals will pick him up.
Guys, it comes down to they need.
If we get some offensive linemen,
they need a linebacker
I will be extremely excited for the year because we have talent, we have weapons, we have. Mixon's going to be good. Like we have good players.
Linebacker and O-line is what we need.
We need linebackers, O-line, and then if
2 free agents,
some secondary pops in there, we could take some more. We need a safety. We do not have a safety.
You can draft those in the draft.
Yeah,
though.
you can't.
Right now, we are so bad at linebacker and O-line. It's not even funny, dude. We needed those positions for the last 3 years.
You don't think Viggle's the man?
Who?
Viggle?
Why not pick up Schubert?
We tried Gordy Glenn.
That is a...
Why not pick
$10 million?
Pro Bowl?
He's on the list.
He's asking is for $10 million?
He's on the list.
I can't believe that. We're getting to that.
Like Martinez.
Well, I have my reasons he's behind it.
Guys, but think about this. The Bengals needed those 2 positions the last 3 years, and here's what we got. Dansby, who retired.
Yeah.
Kevin Mintar, who was terrible.
Yeah.
And the old line. I mean, Gordy Glenn, I thought was a good pick.
Well, we got Mintar though. He had one of the best seasons he ever had the year before that.
Right.
He did suck for us. Yes.
But he ain't your top tier free agent though.
No.
Now Schubert would be great for you guys though. He's a young, talented linebacker.
I want him.
He's a tackling machine.
I want him and Jack.
That's who I want. The splash to be.
Who?
I want it to be Joe Schubert.
Yeah,
I want it to go. Hey,
so why we got a segment?
Come on, yeah.
That's what I figured. But
and Jack Conklin. Come on down, baby.
I'd love to have Conklin.
I'll take Trent Williams.
Yeah,
Trent Williams is going to be a hard one to get with his.
We got the money.
Yeah, but he's going to want to go to Cleveland more than Cincinnati.
Yeah. Well, it's because they have an established offense.
Here's the thing. That
guy you can't have
is probably the best offensive lineman in the game. He's 6'7", 6'8".
Best in the game? Over
8-time Pro Bowler. I think he's pretty consistent.
He's very experienced.
Zach Martin. Yeah.
Well, either way, you could argue the two.
He's a different position.
But
guard.
With Trent Williams,
Williams is a tackle.
He's going to demand.
I didn't even realize that.
Millions and millions of dollars. Yeah. Yeah. So it's one of those things where I don't know. It's going to be hard for anybody to really pick him up unless they have a ton of cap space.
Right.
And they have a trade value, because he's not a free agent. So it's going to have to take something to get him, plus money. And then he's going to want, on top of that, he's going to want an extension.
They're going to have Andy Dalton.
Who? Andy Dalton? No.
Andy Dalton's going to end up in New England, dude.
No.
New England Bears.
But, no.
Yeah.
And then the whole Joe Schobert thing.
What's up with that? Why are the Browns letting him go?
The reason why I've said this weeks and weeks. They did originally. Remember a couple weeks ago we were on the show, and I actually said they were in talks with him. But supposedly...
You were very excited about it.
Well, I was. I'm not happy that we're getting rid of them.
The only thing
I see where they're coming from because they do have to sign the Nick Chubbs, the Myles Garrett, Baker Mayfield's all coming up in about a year. Then you got Odell's $15 million salary. You got Jarvis's $15 million salary. You got Olivier Vernon, that is $15 million. They need to get rid of.
I heard he might cut.
They're going to cut him probably. Then you got your Sheldon Richardson, but he's got a 3-year extension from last year. But now you lost a defensive end, and he was a Pro Bowler defensive end, and he was so now you're losing that, but you got $15 million in it. So they'll probably use, I would say, Jason Peters. That's why they're getting rid of Schobert though, because they know in a year's time Denzel Ward is another one.
But how old is Schobert? 26?
Yeah, he's not that old.
You guys are going to. I heard you guys are going to be pretty active in free agency too.
We have to be.
So maybe you
Cleveland
guys,
always is.
maybe you guys are going to look for
we have to be
a
this
better
year
linebacker, maybe like a
because
Corey Littleton or something.
The bottom line is this is a win.
Corey Littleton. You would take Corey Littleton over Joe Schobert?
If on the Bengals, yeah,
Damn.
he's a better pass covers.
Yeah,
linebacker.
well, like I
he's
said,
the number one linebacker.
When I saw that Schobert was on there, he's a beast. Like he's someone you can grow
he's got
around.
140 tackles a year.
right,
Yeah.
but he's not a very good cover linebacker.
Yeah.
Well, he had 4 interceptions last year, so however you want to make or break that.
I mean,
he's third.
Yeah.
Corey Littleton's ranked number 1.
I would-
Number 2 is Clowney because he's considered an outside linebacker.
Oh, well, see here's the thing. If that is a valid point, what if Ohio State, but Cleveland cuts Olivier Vernon $15 million cap,
Sign Clowney?
sign Jadeveon Clowney to a 1-year make or break deal? It's in it to win it,
that
right?
would kill your
But
cap.
No.
I think Jason Peters would fit better as a 1-year deal.
But what if you go get a Jason Peters and then you still cut Olivier Vernon, who has a $15 million
Sign
salary,
Clowney?
and then sign Clowney?
I mean, don't you think it's funny? Like Seattle's not even really doing anything with Clowney because
Well,
how much money
we
he's
don't
asking
know.
for.
Well, he is asking for a lot.
Well,
He's asking for a
thing
ton of
is,
money.
they said they're debating if they're going to use a franchise tag on him or not. If he gets franchise tag, then you can't. Then he's stuck.
Yeah. Well,
that has to be made up by next week.
those are my reasons for the Joe Schobert thing, is because of the money situation.
Money?
But if you fluctuate,
$10
but
That's what I'm saying.
I understand
He's asking
that.
for $10 million.
But Myles Garrett's going to want $15 million.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nick Chubb's going to want probably $10 or $12 million. Okay, best running backs in the league.
Yeah, I think
like I said,
You guys-
if you get rid of Olivier,
if you lose Sherbert and you guys pick up a good free agent linebacker, you guys can get another linebacker in the draft, your 2nd-round pick.
well, we also got we got a good young core talent. We
Jared
drafted
Avery,
two, Matt Wilson.
Avery.
Yeah, so Jannard Avery they got rid of.
You did?
Yeah, they got rid of Jannard Avery.
Okay.
And you didn't know that?
I'm sorry, I did not see that. Damn it.
I think they did get rid of him. Yes, I believe so.
I have no idea.
Well, you got Taka Taka.
Yeah, Taki,
Taki.
and then you got Mac Wilson, solid
I love
linebacker.
Mac Wilson.
Mac Wilson's a
They're-
good player.
They already said they're getting rid of Christian Kirksey, which is $8 million. So you got a $10 million guy in Schobert and a $8 million guy in Kirksey, and then you got a $15 million in
No,
Vernon.
I'd take Kirksey as
So-
the Bengals
But the
too.
thing is, you have all these people, like $8 million.
And
You
you
have all
got
these people you can cut
And you
for
got
just a
DeMarcus-
$10 million.
And you got Randall.
Schobert?
What are you gonna do with
That's
Randall?
crazy.
Randall? I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, your Browns are going to be. I'm telling you, the Browns.
They don't want him back because
No.
he's very consistent last
I saw
year.
they like to have
Clinton Dix is one of those one that me and you talked about at a recent broadcast, which I think would be great. But I think you guys need to try to keep him.
Oh man,
But
we don't have him.
We don't have him. We need to
There's
get.
a-
We need to
you
get
keep-
Ha. I know you keep saying that. I mean, I wish we had him.
But there's a lot of
There's a lot of free.
ifs in
It's going to
free
be
agency
fun.
for Cleveland and Cincinnati, and I hope we dabble more in that later, especially when the March 16th.
I love
I'm-
free agency.
I'm excited for that.
That's
week's
all I
show.
love. I love free agency.
I'm
I
excited
can't
for that
wait.
week.
We might even do
Trades.
a show for that. Just
Trades.
about that.
That'd be
We don't-
that
we-
would be a fun show.
Do we trade Gordy Glenn?
Oh yeah, but we'll wait and see.
They're cutting him.
But we
They're
got one
cutting
more
him.
segment coming up, but this is Thick Skin on Sports. Please like, comment, subscribe, question, anything you need.
Time is it?
Thick Skin on Sports, Facebook, Instagram, what's yelling, Twitter. Anthony runs the Twitter up very well, and check him out a lot on that. Like I said, this is Thick Skin on Sports. This last segment we just started couple weeks ago because we didn't have a show last week, but it was a bullpen session. This is where Tony dabbles in on his knowledge and stuff of the baseball. We love baseball here. But go ahead, Tony. What do you want? What do you want to talk about bullpen?
All right, before I get into bullpen, I just want to circle back to college basketball for a couple minutes. I want to talk about who do you guys think? Because we talked a lot about Ohio State, but I want to talk about another team in Ohio. What do you guys think of Dayton?
Tobin, he's good. Or Toppin.
Yeah.
What are they ranked? Third or
They're
fourth
second
right
right
now?
now.
Second right now.
Yeah.
They're a good, solid number one seed, I think.
They're a scary team to play in the tournament.
Yeah.
That would be a scary
He's a lottery
team to
pick.
play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't see. They lost a few games early. You know, they were.
Were they 26-4?
They lost two games.
They're 26-2?
One game they lost to Kansas in
26-2,
overtime.
I think. Yeah.
And I don't forget who they lost.
But they're going to be scary this year.
Yeah, there's a lot of teams San Diego State, Creighton was there's a lot of high ranked.
What's scary is Dayton's not far from Ohio State, which they can put us in the same freaking bracket as them. That's scary.
It depends on where.
Yeah,
because they're talking about them going to Cleveland.
Yeah, as a 2 seed right now.
As a 2 seed in Cleveland right now.
Who's that, Dayton?
Yeah.
Why not a number 1 seed if they're second ranked?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't put a dude.
It's not the name.
I don't know because I think they're better than Baylor.
I do too.
I think right now, Kansas and Gonzaga are probably their 2 best teams.
Mm-hmm.
I think Dayton's probably 3rd.
I'm with you.
Okay.
Dayton's.
I mean,
but I put San Diego State there as number 4.
Yeah.
San Diego State was.
They're all good, man. It's going to be a fun tournament to pick.
this
is going to be a hard tournament.
I mean,
but here's the thing.
Crazy.
We the Big Ten is going to have 10 teams. Are they going to have a team that gets to the Final Four, or they're going to come up 0 for 10?
No, I don't.
You think one team will make it to the Final Four?
No, because they beat up on each other so much.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
I think one gets there.
We'll probably. I bet you multiple teams will be playing multiple Big Ten teams together.
I think Maryland's having their downtime right now.
Right.
I think they come in. Yep, they're hitting their wall right now.
And Michigan State and Ohio State's the hottest.
Yep.
Yeah.
Michigan State, Ohio State, Maryland's going to come on hot in the tournament.
What does Tom Izzo do? He is an awesome coach in this.
Yes.
I can see
he
Michigan
doesn't care
State.
about his losses at the beginning of the year because as long as I make the tournament, I will make it happen.
Holtman was why he didn't overreact because they lost in January.
Yep.
Look what they're doing now, and they're doing it without Kyle Young. They're doing it without DJ Carton.
Yeah. And who knows if he's going to
And they're getting in the post.
Here, yes. Lastly, before we go to
E.J.
baseball,
Liddell,
do you want the Buckeyes to win the Big Ten tournament, or would you like to see them win a couple games, lose? That way, they're not losing all that energy playing 5 or 6 games in a row.
I would like to see them win it, yes, so that we can have another Big Ten championship to our name, because we're 5th right now. If we at least win the Big Ten tournament, then we'll have a bunch of fire going into it, and our seeding will
It'll be an
higher.
exclamation point because we were 13th in the Big Ten in January. 13th. We are now 5th with a chance to have a good seed in the Big Ten tournament. And
I at least want to
win
get it. I like to see him at least get to Saturday.
Yeah. I do too.
Yeah, because I definitely don't want to see him out in the first round.
I just think that.
Well, you got that first round bye, so it'll be second round.
You know, here's the thing though, is we're getting if we end up getting a 4 or 5, we'll end up playing the number 1 seed in the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
Would you rather than be down, maybe get more of a 3rd seed and they have to play a 2 seed?
But they have to, like we said, they have to win the Big Ten tournament to get that.
Why not?
Seed.
Why can't they?
Go for it. Let's get a higher seed.
Look, the way the guards are playing right now, and E.J. Liddell's playing, just keep the momentum and go, man.
Yep.
Well,
So it'd be fun.
We'll see. But
so baseball.
back at your bullpen though.
For the bullpen, man, there's really the only thing I gotta say for baseball right now is all these injuries that are happening.
Yeah, a lot of injuries,
Jesus.
especially for the Reds. And plus, there's a lot of decisions coming up to make soon. With spring training,
like you have,
leaving.
Boston, Chris Sale hasn't pitched.
Yep.
Yankees, both Stanton, Judge, are they going to be ready for opening day?
They don't even know. Judge doesn't even know what's wrong with him.
Yeah,
doctors can't even figure out what's wrong with
You
him.
lost Servino for the year.
Yeah,
Tommy
and
John.
Paxton's going to be
done.
He's going to be out for the first.
I tell you what, man, that
Tommy
team,
John, right?
That team is so injury prone.
I can't believe it. I feel sorry for Chad, but again, that's why you load up with talent.
For too, actually.
Don't
They have a
buy
great
somebody.
team.
It's no big deal.
They
Don't
have a
buy
great
somebody.
Team,
Indians are getting healthy.
Well, they got to watch their luxury tax, though.
Who's
too,
hurt on the Reds?
Suarez still. Senzel's just now coming back. Castellanos just came back from having the flu. Moustakas just came back from a newborn. His kid was just born.
That's not injured.
Yeah, but no one's really playing though a lot with each other. That's the thing. No one's playing together.
A lot of scoring in spring training right now. A lot of runs.
I see.
You gotta look
with
when you look at
500 on base percentage.
When you look at our spring training, you got to look at the innings 1 through 4.
Yeah,
because right now the Indians pitching are just they're phenomenal.
Yeah,
but then when they bring in these minor leaguers, they're getting up all the runs. But Lindor's off to a good high start. Reyes is batting 500, it's 3 home runs.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad.
Plus, you got a lot of split schedules.
Good.
Yes, it's just
I think mostly for the Reds, though, they're just trying to figure out how to get their guys in at the same time to do the 4 innings.
Yeah. Well,
because
you still got 3
Votter's
weeks.
been the only healthy one, really.
Still have 3 weeks to go.
Yeah, but it's coming up quickly though, and they got to narrow their roster down pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Especially with Reds, all their outfielders they have. Aquino hasn't even hit a base hit. He'll be headed back.
You don't think he made the
got
roster?
Derek Dietrich, he's been batting pretty hot. You got Jose Garcia, who's 21 years old, is shortstop, and Galvis just got hurt, and he just got surgery, out 5-7 days. So what if Jose Garcia, who we tried to get Lindor entire year or off season, Garcia already has 3 or 4 home runs for us, and the highest class he played was single last year, advanced single. Now, there's a lot of classes in baseball. It's even hard for us to remember because it's just so many leagues. But, I could see Jose Garcia. That could be a roster change. I mean, there's just a lot of things going on in spring training that, we probably don't even know about anyway because they don't tell you a lot of things in spring training. And you barely get to watch it on TV.
Yankees are off to another rough start with injuries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Red Sox. Well, Red Sox are down anyways, but
they're gonna have another down year, I think.
Yeah.
Especially the whole
Betts.
Mookie Betts trade, and you got rid of David Price, even though he may have not shown his leadership the way he was when he was at Toronto or anybody else, but
They'll
he's
figure
still
out how to steal some signs.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, did you see Trevor Bauer? Trevor Bauer was in spring training the
it was
other
great.
day.
It was
He actually
great.
gave him, and thank you, Trevor Bauer.
He was
I
going.
love you. Because
He's a funny guy.
That was
absolutely love
great.
him.
He's a
He's
character.
done great. I think he's done a great thing for sports to keep it up. But he literally showed them, and he was doing fine.
Oh, and he struck him out.
Yeah,
he was striking him out. Just
good
telling him
for
where the
you.
ball was
Kudos
going.
to you, Trevor Bauer. But,
Yes, kudos.
it's going to be interesting to see, like I said, and like we've talked about the last few weeks about the Astros and what they're going to, because they've already had a little bit of heat here and there.
Yeah, most hit batters in spring training.
Yeah, well,
Ever in the history
surprising
of
me.
spring training.
Keep it going
And
because
there's still 3 weeks to go.
But
yeah.
We'll
Now
see.
you think Trevor Bauer is going to do that during the
No.
regular season? Though?
No.
he's.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. I thought it was funny.
That was fun.
So-
that was funny.
I'm gonna name my top 5 teams right now. I think.
Uh-huh.
Because last time I named the top 5 moves they did in free agency.
Yeah.
So, just right now, looking at the rosters, who I think are the 5 best teams going into the season. I got number 5. I got the Reds. We beat the Reds. I mean, we talked about Reds a lot. They have a really good offseason. They're gonna have a good lineup. I think Trevor Bauer, he's gonna come back as his Cy Young form. They're gonna have a better bullpen, and I think they're in the Central Division where I didn't see the Cubs or Cardinals get better.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gonna come down to the Reds and Brewers. I think the Reds are gonna be a little bit better. The 4th best team I see right now is Tampa Bay, Devil Rays.
Which is surprising, isn't it?
Yeah, but
With
if
no
you
payroll,
you look at
They're
what
always
if you
up
look,
there.
they were a wild card team last year.
Yeah.
If you look at their team, they're pretty damn loaded.
Yeah.
I mean, they have great starters. They have a good bullpen. They went out and got Hunter Renfroe, Jose Martinez. They went out and got Manuel Margaret. So they went out and got good offense to already the guys they got, and they have a pretty good young crew.
Mm-hmm.
And with the Red Sox down, I could see them really challenge the Yankees. The 3rd team I have is the Yankees. I don't have them. I did have them at 2, but going in the season with all these injuries, and I don't know about Stanton or Judge. I have them 3rd right now.
They're pitching.
Yeah, I mean you're down 2 starters.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
they're
got
pitching.
Garrett Cole, so they're going to have to rely on their younger
But he's
guys.
not going to
Look,
give you.
he's not
100
having a good
games
spring
winning.
training.
Right,
though, is he?
and they don't have
I don't think he's having a
Domingo.
good spring training.
Domingo Germain is out for 80 games with a
Suspension.
steroids, but
Yeah.
they still
PEDs.
have a hell of a lineup. I mean, even without Stanton and Judge, they still have. So they're right now. I got them 3. Number 2 is the Braves.
Yeah, they look good.
They're just young team. They added Ozuna,
Keuchel.
no, they didn't add Keuchel. Was
No, not Keuchel. I'm sorry, he played with him.
Hamels.
last year. Yes, Hamels.
and then they added Will Smith, the good closer.
Yeah.
So
I was thinking last year.
and they're still gonna have a good lineup. You just add Ozuna to replace Donaldson,
Yeah, which is a pretty
which
fair.
is younger. He's what 4 years younger.
And I think Azuna could put up more power numbers if he's healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially
He's
with
more home run.
batting behind Freddie Freeman.
When he's with the Marlins and Yelich and Giancarlo, could you remember that when Giancarlo Stanton, Yelich, and Ozuna played together? Imagine
Man.
how that would still be.
and they
But-
traded all those guys away.
Yeah.
They
$168
just
million
needed because their Jeter needed to cut payroll.
Yeah.
And then lastly, I mean, number 1 team Dodgers. I mean, let's not even
Dodgers.
go there. I mean, they're
Could be the best lineup since
Could be
the
the
big Red Machine.
Um,
I mean, seriously. When we had 7 All-Stars go that year in '75, I think every bit of 7 people could go this year.
Dodgers is
I mean, you
ridiculous.
could have-
It's just a little unfair.
Yeah,
when,
it is.
when you have this is the problem when you don't have salary cap.
becoming NBA.
yeah.
Yeah, and it sucks.
And then you
don't
got
have a salary cap space.
let's not. I mean, David Price as your 4th or 3rd starter.
Yeah.
You can't be.
No.
It's crazy.
And that's what. Well, I'll keep continuing.
And they kept
forever
Jock.
to
Then they
say
kept
that.
Jock Peterson.
Yeah, when you don't have, and he's going to be setting out.
Yeah.
Because he's on the bench.
He's not even gonna
and
be
he hit
starting.
36 home runs.
Yeah, he's not even
Yeah.
gonna be starting.
So it is a little unfair because once you reach that $200 million threshold, luxury tax, Yankees are going to do it. Angels will probably do it. Boston usually does it every year. That's why they got rid of all those people. The Dodgers are going to do it. That's the problem. And then little Cincinnati Reds, middle market team, spends $164 million, but we're still at like $140 million this year.
I got them over the Astros and the Nationals right now.
Yeah.
Which I think Astros are probably going to be right there. But right now, they got to prove it the first month.
Well, I think they have something to prove. And
I got to see it. I got to see this. I got to see how they bounce back.
It's them against the world, man.
Do
Nationals,
you
they
have
lost.
Cleveland in the top 10?
Cleveland top 10?
Do you have them in the top 10?
Yeah, I have them top 10. Have them top 10. But right now, I'm looking at those 5 teams. Those are my best rosters from top to bottom. Now,
without season third.
I obviously am a Reds fan, but they've done a lot to improve their lineup.
Twins did too, but I just can't put Twins in.
I was shocked you didn't have the Twins.
Well, I have.
I'd have
man, I just don't like your pitching.
Oh yeah, I
would have Twins fifth before I had Reds.
What?
Oh yeah.
Right now they got the Reds like 12th.
I know, but when you have Sonny Gray, Luis Castillo, and Bauer, your top 3,
and then you got Wade Miley,
and you got
and Anthony DeSclafani.
I'm sorry, I think those guys are better than Kent Maeda.
I think that it's more of we're 12th because we're out to prove it type of team since we just got
No,
that team.
this ranking.
Your pitching had.
Now this is going into the season, guys.
We didn't score any runs.
We'll see how see where I stand at the first month to see how these teams look.
Yeah,
this is what I'm just saying.
And
Indians could be number 1. Chad, I'm coming for the Yankees. I already told you.
I'll tell you this: you got Mike Moustakas, Castellanos, and Shogo Akiyama. You got that young star behind Galvis. You got Aquino's probably going to head back. Winker's solid when he wants to be. My only weakness for us is catcher. I've just never been a huge Tucker Barnhart fan.
And you still have.
We have no power at that position. He stopped. He's not no switch hitter anymore, which I doubt that's going to make any change.
Yeah.
But only weak position I feel is the catching. But other than that, I kind of agree. I agree with Anthony that I think the Twins should be up there somewhere. But I understand what you're saying.
They're top 10 team.
But yeah,
White Sox.
You got anything else about bullpen or anything?
I mean, lastly, is Puig going to sign in there this year?
That's what
the heck's going on, dude?
The only thing I'll say about that is
no one's even shown any interest.
Yeah,
in him. There's like no interest.
I look
in
every
Puig.
day. How do you not want Puig?
I think Indians should go back after him.
Well, maybe they will. Maybe they will.
Because Indians are still a playoff contender team.
Oh, yeah.
So get your player that you need.
A couple weeks ago, they were talking about he was visiting the Rockies.
Yeah.
And that would have been a great fit.
I heard the Marlins too, but that kind of went.
I mean,
that's because they need him.
Maybe the Yankees. Maybe the Yankees will sign Puig if Judge or Stanton are on DL again. Why not?
Well,
I mean, you're going to get Puig for a good discount now. I mean, I don't know what this guy's doing.
They signed Gardner again for every year.
I mean, I just can't believe he's on the.
No, he's not even being talked about.
I know.
I think the Yankees would be a perfect fit if that was going to happen.
Or Boston.
Or even as a bench role player.
Any team, dude.
Because Puig's not going to give you
go back to Cincinnati.
50 home runs. Like, well, no. We'd add another outfielder. We'll just send him to the minors. You know what I mean?
I'll take Puig.
I would take him back.
Why not? Have
that's
him.
who I think. But
maybe the Indians will.
Well, like we said, we're going to give him a discount.
Yeah.
Nobody wants him right now.
I mean, you can probably get him for $5-6 million.
Yeah, give him a discount.
Maybe cheaper than
he
that.
can still hit.
Yeah.
Well, and then if he calls the scenes, a problem.
He's an excellent outfielder.
So
he's an excellent outfielder.
Yeah, and then you can just move Rays to DH, and he can be your right fielder, and you got a hell of a lineup.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. But baseball is right around the corner. I can smell the grass. I can feel that glove on my hand.
See, it's been sunny. It's supposed to be
Crack of the bat. Crack of the bat.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Ready to
Another
go.
good session of bullpen session. That's our second one. It's going well. The Thick Skin on Sports, March 6, 2020. Please like, subscribe, question, comment. We're on all the social media things. And everyone have a good weekend. We'll be back next week.